was a hypo, and I'm like, welcome to Two Capes. I'm Jared. I'm here with Robert. What's up, man?
Oh, sorry. I was too busy calibrating the gun.
Of course, of course. And today we are discussing, we're doing a full-on deep dive into Mass Effect because it took up too much time on CLD last week.
Yep, because I don't think Jared realized how much I love Mass Effect.
No, I didn't, as a matter of fact. I really, really didn't. So I was like, all right, we'll just make it a big stream. So there you go. But yeah, so tell me, did you start with ME1 and then like go through the whole trilogy?
No, I did. By the time I got involved, the trilogy was already complete.
Yeah, with me, I got in when 3 had just come out, so I played through 3. It was spring break, and I just played through the entire game on spring break.
I heard about 3 when it came out. I had zero inkling about it, and then I found out about how awesome the story was, and I'm like, oh, I want to get involved.
Yeah, exactly. So I played through 3 a lot, and then I played 2, and I think I played 1 and then 2.
Mm-hmm. For me, I start from 1 through 3, and I'll be honest, a lot of my experiences with mods.
Of course. I'm
a PC master race all the way.
I'm a lowly console gamer, but all right. But yeah, so the part that immediately struck me about Mass Effect is that it's basically if Halo were an RPG.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I always like thought that kind of aligned. But yeah, but it's like when you look at how much deep lore is in this game, it's freaking ridiculous. I'm like, what the hell?
It's like right off the bat with your opening choices.
Yeah, Cameron says, I was never a Mass Effect then. I was more of a Halo fan. And oh boy, did me and my friends have lots of back and forth on which is better, of course.
I still would love to have Chief and Shep team up.
The problem with that is like Shepard is a very non-linear character.
That's true, but I'm just thinking of a way you could still fit in like them coexisting.
That'd be fun. I mean, you definitely could make it work. Now, again, the question everyone's gonna ask us is: male Shep or female Shep?
Bro Shep or Fem Shep? For me, Fem Shep. It's Jennifer Hale. No offense to Mark Meir. He was learning voice acting as he was going through the games.
Yeah, I'm more on Fem Shep, and not only is it Jennifer Hale, but she has more of she gets more of the like snarky dialogue.
Oh yeah, definitely. And when she hams it up, she royally hams it up as a renegade.
Yeah. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, and she gets to some of those hilarious moments, like when you romance Garrus. And then, like, you can intentionally miss, and then he goes, I'm Garrus Vakarian, and this is my favorite spot on the Citadel.
It's windy up here.
Yeah, I love that. I love that dialogue.
I always miss. I'm sorry. Too. I can't do it to him.
Yeah, exactly. I always do that. But it's like, so I take it Garrus is your favorite squad mate?
Yep, always is. Tali is my other favorite.
Of course, Tali. Now, which of the games is your favorite?
Story-wise, 2. Gameplay-wise, 3.
So you like the one that's basically a Suicide Squad game?
Story-wise, yes.
I'm sorry, I gotta.
But like I said, gameplay-wise, 3 definitely had the best of the gameplay.
Yeah, I would say so because
it helped that was made for multiplayer.
Yeah, and I liked how they actually made the multiplayer like an essential part of the game. Like you actually have to play the multiplayer you used to in order to get like the best ending of the game. Because if you just go without the multiplayer, the destroy ending doesn't really work out. Are you there?
Still here.
Yeah, if you just go in, the destroy ending kind of causes everyone to die. So I'm like, you should have seen the whiplash that I had when I was like playing through the game. I did though. I think I did most of the side quests. But the other thing that I discovered is that you could still get the ending. You just have to
Mhm.
every planet and scan every
Yep.
planet to get all the war assets.
Well, to be fair, for me, I always 100% it, and I now again I use a mod that makes it more balanced,
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's true.
or adds in more chances of getting assets. Like there's actually get this, they actually came up with a mission where you help evacuate Cessia or Cessia, yeah.
Oh, okay, that works.
But it's treated in a way where you have to make difficult choices.
Okay, like what?
Well, like you gotta figure out how you gotta send people. You only have a certain amount of time before the Reapers all catch up. So you have to decide: do you save people or do you save the warships?
I see. That's what they do.
It helps that a lot of because of how 3 operated. There's a lot of stuff you can do with just the menus.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I think the other reason why I like 3 is that is like the inclusion of like melee combat, and I know that like it was very surface level with like just holding speed to like melee with the blade, but it still worked really well from what I saw. But I will say the Omega DLC is like my favorite DLC in that game.
Citadel's mine.
Of course, they said, "Oh, the house party is great." It reminds me a lot of Dispatch.
I'll be honest. It actually felt, at the time, was a good thing. A hero should not be named that almost ruined Justice League writing.
Don't insult Mass Effect, bro.
Well, no, dude. A lot of people were saying it was that type of humor.
Come on.
No, dude, I'm saying that in a good way.
There is no good that man's humor. Hey, what's up, Parker? What's up, man?
I'd argue it. There are stuff. Again, that's like the type of meta humor. It had a unique sense of humor instead of all.
Yeah, all right. I love where if you romance Jack and you go on her date, it's in the middle of like one of those tournaments, and then she goes, "Are you turned on right now?" And then Shepard's like, "You want to have sex in the middle of combat?" She goes, 1, yes, and 2, I don't have sex. I make love. I'm like, oh my god, that's so good.
I don't know. There's so many people now who have gathered up all the different romance unique scenes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so my main romance going through the game, I did my first time it was just Ashley, but then you get to 2, and I'm like, there are all these other options. So I shopped around, and I'm looking at it, and it's like at one point, so I had previously just done Miranda. But then I was talking to Tally, and I was like, oh, screw it. I'll give it a shot. Oh, my gosh, was that story amazing.
Yep. Tally and because you know why? Those were done for the fans who wanted that romance, the romance with her or Garrett. And I love it. If you don't get with either one, they get together.
Yeah, I like that. We're like, they're trying to make excuses. Oh, yeah, she fell into me, and one of his mandibles got caught on like a tube. I just love that.
Again, those 2 are my favorite of overall. I mean, again, I like Liara, I do, but she's such the safe bet.
Yeah, that's the one everyone always goes for, and I bet it's because she's a blue alien.
A blue alien that doesn't matter which gender you are.
Yeah, so that's where I'm like, yeah. But in terms of like my real go-to, it vacillates. I know some people don't like Ashley because she started off as a space racist, but the emphasis is
started off. There's a reason behind it.
Yeah, and started off.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Her racism is actually more shallower than she will admit.
Yeah, it was because of aliens that like her father got the
and her grandfather.
Yeah, and her grandfather. MJ says Miranda and Jack should have had a bigger role in ME3. They should have been the squad from the beginning. I like James, but he can go. No, I like James, but it's like with this. What?
James. Oh no, James. Yes, James. Yes. Sorry, I was thinking about from 2.
Oh, Jacob. No, I don't like Jacob.
Oh God, everyone hates Jacob after 3.
Oh my gosh, that whole thing. I'm like, no.
He was fine in 2. Perfectly
yeah, it was fine in 2. And then that happens, and I go, oh, what the hell, man?
And he deserves every slap you give him. especially when he claims he was destined to become his father.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just fixing a poster that keeps falling over.
Yep. What I love best about James is that he was forced onto them, but they decided they wanted someone who was muscular, just like they wanted someone to be curvy, which is how we got Eve in the suit, and Edie in the suit, and or in the body. But yeah, they wanted someone that was more stereotypical, muscular, but they made him an actual endearing character if you take time out to talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jay goes, he cheated on FemShep, by the way. Yep, exactly. But
there's no option. There's no option.
yeah, exactly. With James, it's like, particularly when you see the animated movie, that's when you're like, oh, yeah. It's like, because here's the thing. He had to sacrifice an entire colony to get, like, data that was later proven unneeded because you blew up the collector.
But he doesn't blame you. Any other writer would have had to be, he resents you. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He blames
exactly.
himself.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he blames himself for having, because it makes the decision feel moot, but he doesn't blame you because you saved the day.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other part that I really dig. It's like that's when you have really good writing on that.
Again, you remember when BioWare actually had good writing?
Oh yeah, trust me. That oh ye olden times.
Now I do not blame them for the endings. They were rushed.
Well, the other thing is, like, the endings were different. I don't know where people got the idea that they're the exact same.
Well, because when they originally did do it, there were, and when you saw it, like when you actually saw the machine go off, yes, you had the different talking about it, but until they did the ending update, it was literally just colors. There are people who have shown off the different ones, and they show there might be slight differences, but you did. I don't remember. I don't think the slides were there before the ending DLC.
As far as I do know that at the very least, the part that I think that the DLC added was the final goodbye with your squad mates on the ship, because otherwise they die.
Yep.
And I go, no, I don't like that.
And they also made it look like Joker was so quick to run. Instead, they had to be, he was ordered to run.
Yeah, exactly.
People hated that. People hated that Joker was just being a coward.
Yeah, exactly. And NJ says, Ashley hate is so forcement. Oh, yeah, exactly. Parker says, I like Rex and Garrus more than Thane, Talia, and Liara. I honestly thought some of the characters that is super well on. Yeah, exactly. And
yep.
It's one of those things. So what's the ending option that you normally go for?
I gotta go for the happy ending mod. It gives me a bit of everything.
Well, let me put it this way. I never, the only time I've ever done synthesis was just because I had unlocked it and I want to see what that ending is. That's it.
Yeah. For me, I go with the happy ending mod that does destroy, but does not destroy the any machines.
Well, it has to destroy some, like the Reapers.
Well, no, it destroys it just the Reapers. That's it.
I'm wondering why they never really did that.
Because they wanted there to be consequences.
But you know, there's a fourth ending you can get.
Yep, shoot him.
You just shoot him,
but that was also added in the ending mod, DLC.
Oh, really?
That was not there originally. Because people wanted a screw you ending.
I see. That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. The ending DLC added a lot more.
I love that. That's really cool.
Yep.
I did not know that ending added so much stuff.
Yeah, that DLC added so much stuff to it. That's what I'm saying. Originally, it was just different colors.
Yeah, give up is the fourth option. Reapers take over. Yeah, I hate that. But
well, yeah, that was done as a bit of a spitefulness to people who wanted a screw you ending, as in telling them, screw yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but so the other thing that I really dig with 3 particularly is the level of gun customization they actually added in there. You can have like a scope and like extended mags and stuff. So it's like they just gave you more control over how you kitted Shepard out. I always went soldier for my class because I get all the guns that way.
For me, I always went bionics because one, you actually do have some unique dialogue by the third game about biotics.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like for example, when they're arguing about it on the Citadel during the Citadel DLC, she actually will say about how her biotics came in later.
I see. Okay, that's cool. I can dig.
Oh, and did you know that there is one unique option for Omega DLC if you're an engineer?
Which is?
You can just instantly solve it.
Instantly solve what?
The very end when you're trying to stop, save everyone.
Oh, really?
And she says, maybe if I was a stupid grunt. But people have again modded it where you can get that instantly if you have a high enough points.
NJ says, is synthesis the green light, the solution Saren always seek? It seems like it.
Yes, it was.
It's that's the interesting thing. Do you abide by the dark matter theory? Well, the indoctrination theory, which basically Shepard was indoctrinated.
No.
Me neither.
That felt like a cope. That felt like a cope.
It definitely was a cope with that thing. I'm like, yeah, no.
But I will say this: I wish we got. And I'm not sure how I feel about their original planned ending.
Which was?
Remember what they were setting up in 2 about how there was dark matter in the sun causing them to age? Turns out that was supposed to be a side effect of their transportation technology. And that turns out the Reapers were always trying to prevent it. And at the end, Shepard actually fulfills everything and decides to do the human Reaper.
He decides to actually make the human Reaper?
Because it was the only way to save the universe or the galaxy. Basically saying the Reapers were right.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with that. That sucks.
But again, it removes a lot of stuff that they were setting up in 2.
But you stopped the human Reaper though, so it's like
no. It basically they were setting up all the stuff about the dark matter causing the suns to go nova.
Okay. Parker brings up.
Yeah, it was something like that.
In terms of Andromeda, I feel like that game, particularly when they fixed the pirate, I must be the luckiest gamer in the world because when I got Andromeda, I never got any of the issues people complained about.
Me neither. Hold on, I'm gonna switch over to my computer. Hold on.
All right, yeah. It's like whenever I watch games, I watch like reviews of games, and people will show like all the glitches and bugs of games. It's like, wait a minute. I've never encountered any of these issues. Not once, not ever. My gameplay was smooth as butter. And I'm like, okay, that's very interesting there. But yeah, Andromeda, I liked certain aspects of Andromeda. I kind of feel like they could have like improved a lot of stuff on that. And I would have liked more and actually, since he came back, let's do this. I had to.
I gotta say, though, my face is tired.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah.
What kind of dialogue is that?
Yeah. Exactly. Who says my face is tired? Now, the thing that like so. The
but
thing about
I do not hate Andromeda.
Me neither. I think it's like it's one of the more overhated like entry in the title, in my opinion.
For a game that was slapdash together, and it came out really good.
Yeah, pretty much. Now,
Robin for me versus AI.
Yeah, exactly. Now, there are still some problems with it. Like, it's not my favorite of the saga,
but definitely has the best gameplay.
It definitely has the most smooth gameplay. Yeah, exactly. And the exploration in that is second to none, I think. And then NJ says, "Well, the elusive man." Wait, was the elusive man always an extremist? Or he started.
He got more brutal when the Reapers took over his mind. But if you look at the books, he was always.
Yeah, he's one of the protagonists in one of the comics that does like his origin throughout, like because he was in the first contact war against the Turians.
By the way, you know what I always what I got? What's your pick for for Shepard's origins?
Spacer and War Hero.
Same here. Why? You know why I always pick Spacer and War Hero?
So you can have the call with your mom in the apartment.
Yep.
That's why. I picked that for Diana as well.
I should go.
Yeah, I picked that for my Wonder Woman playthrough as well, so I can RP that. That's Hippolyta.
Yep. Up just a sec.
But
Right.
other than that, it's like now I will say with the Citadel DLC, the fun part about that is I do like, hey, what's up, Pika? I do like seeing a lot of like the unique squad interactions, but I also love where Grunt is basically your bouncer.
Yep. No.
Or like where Jacob and James are doing a push-up contest.
Yep. I also love, of course, the when you're being shy. Hey, don't fail. We're on a ladder.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it's that type of meta humor.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the fun part about it. And I do like how even in Mass Effect, here's the thing. Here's what Mass Effect has that Starfield does not. You can actually dance at the clubs.
Yep. Now, of course, Shepard can't dance.
Yeah, I love that. He's this badass war hero, but he just can't. All he does is this.
But at least Femshep can be taught how to dance.
Well, yeah, exactly. I love that date with Garrett.
Oh, hell yes.
The date with Garrett.
I always make sure she's wearing the dress. I always make sure, even though you don't have to.
No, yeah, exactly. I always do the dress because I love where like they're in person. They're like they're doing the whole pretending this is our first date thing.
Yep. But again, I just like, tell me, would a woman fall for that? Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. Oh, but I love where like when you're dancing in the apartment, they go, "Hey, Captain on deck," and it was like we could just broadcast this and scare the Reapers away.
Well, thank you for your support.
Yeah. I feel like Earthborn would connect him more to humans or getting slaughtered by the Reapers. Yeah, that's true, but it's just you don't get the interaction with his mom.
Yeah, their mom. Yeah,
Their
I think
mom,
their,
yeah. Well, yeah, depending on your ship. I've tried to start playing Mass Effect, but I've always gotten stuck at some points of the first game and never made.
Oh, the first game is a pain.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's like there are certain parts of it where I'm like, no, and also
that's why I use cheat trainers for the first game, because just to get through it fast.
And let me tell you, I hate the weapon overheat thing. That is so. I'm glad they went to reloadable magazines.
I will say though, I do love how they make fun of it. How it's like, but wait, isn't that what's his name? The super fan guy. The guy who keeps loving you, keeps asking for your autograph and everything. Then he mimics you and all that.
I forget who that is.
But you know who I'm talking about, right? Though. Oh, hold on. Let me double check. Mass Effect super fan. Conrad.
Okay, I don't remember who that is.
Yeah, he's the guy. If you're in the first game, you meet him up. He keeps on asking for your autograph or a picture or whatever. And then in the second one, based off of how you reacted, he either acts like I'm a Spectre or I'm going Renegade.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah, that guy.
You know what's my favorite crowd interactive? Where you have the journalist that's trying to bait you and he can just punch her in the face.
I don't
either, but that's just so funny. I'm like, oh God.
Yep, I'm tempted to, but then she actually can help you out. I do love how she say, "Hey, I learned some moves," and you still take her out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But I do like if you don't hit her, she will help out in the third one.
Yeah,
that's what I love about the third game. It plays up all of your choices, even the littlest of choices.
Yeah, exactly. So one of my favorite DLC moments is in the Shadow Broker at the end, where you can read the terminal and like see the like Miranda's going like on online dating sites and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's funny. See, that's what this game does really well, is it expands on not just because they could make your partners, if you will, just side characters that you can occasionally have sex with, but no, it makes them actual characters.
Oh, that's why I love that comparable to Dispatch, having such characters. Now, are there some characters that get a bit more the short end of stick? Oh yeah, unfortunate.
Like who?
Samara can get the short end.
Yeah, there's not that much with Samara. Even though I like Samara, she's a cool character. I do love if you romance, if you take Morinth and then romance her, you die.
Yep.
Because Ardot, Yachi, and they kill their mate.
And if you don't romance her, but she survived, she does become a banshee.
Yeah.
But Kate, can we show off some of the mod stuff?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's start with the Fem Shep versus Bro. I love how they call him Bro Shep.
That's what some people call, because I think it's better than just male Shep. It's like, no, it's Bro Shep. He's a bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, someone did a mod where they decided it would be the clone that happens in Citadel. Again, a joke. They actually swapped the gender so you can actually have the two actors actually argue with each other.
Yeah, so let's see this. I'll start from here.
Yeah.
I'm Commander Shepard. I never hide.
So that's how it's gonna be.
I wish I could have that armor.
Who are
Yeah.
You weren't the only Shepard that Cerberus brought back to life.
This is so cool!
One of us
Yeah.
will do something with it.
Where did you come from?
The same DNA as you.
A clone.
Cerberus spared no expense resurrecting you. With me, I was created for spare parts, in case you needed another arm or a heart or a lung.
Where have you been?
Just listen to Jennifer's voice.
Coma.
Mhm.
Until I woke up 6 months ago. While you were in a jail cell on Earth, I was learning to be human. Amazing what a person can do with enough neural implants.
If you're really me,
Hmm.
then we're on the same team.
We're not even in the same league.
Did the elusive man send you?
No. He abandoned me when he had what he wanted.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is so cool. I love that. By the way, NJ says, so it seems curing degeneration was a bad move. A civil war. No, here's the thing. I think that's a galactic civil war that we're seeing in that concept art.
Or it could be a case that rearing over Andromeda, they were already gaining immunity as it is.
Yeah. So then they have another thing for Mass Effect 2 called the early recruitment. So Robert, explain what early recruitment is.
It unlocks a lot of the characters a lot sooner, but the best one is Legion, because they actually took a bit of canon dialogue that a lot of people then were asking, wait a second, which is basically Legion had gone to and got your armor by going to where the Normandy 1 crashed. But we could go there for a bonus mission. So they realized, what if we got there early and start the video? They're going to show it right at the beginning.
Interesting.
Shepard Commander,
Who are you?
this platform sustained heavy damage. Power is low. Repair is required. Malfunction.
And now you can have them with you as far as early
Normandy, do you copy?
as the first, after the first few missions.
Got something here.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to show off all the stuff they do with the mod. How much they improved everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Recruit Thane and Samara early.
Oh, that's cool. And you have actually, if we're actually as the clan leader, T'Chunk is instantly open
Now,
to you.
Shepard, what brings
Yep.
you here? How's the Normandy?
Normandy died, more permanently than I did. I'm back, fighting the odds. Maybe you can help.
We don't often allow aliens to do business on Tuchanka, but you're an exception.
I'm on a mission to shut down the collectors, and I need your help.
Wish I could, but I need to keep these short-sighted fools in line.
I don't trust Cerberus. They could be using the threat of a Reaper.
Oh wait, no way.
Yep. Oh no, you
Can't
can't
see
take
what's
Caden
happening?
with
You're
or
so
Ash. You can't
focused
do
on
that.
Cerberus that you're ignoring
Okay.
the real threat.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced, evolved.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness.
Professor Morton Solus?
That's cool.
Yep.
Sorry, not many here. Very susceptible. Would have been dead in days. This will take care of it. Maureen presence. Unexpected. Perhaps Gethro involved.
This is bigger than just humanity, Professor. We need to set old grudges aside to go after the collectors.
Interesting.
Yep. And 2.0 is when we get Legion early. But you can now take Legion with you to Tali's mission.
Oh, that's cool.
And that stuff was always there, but only if you held off until Legion. But then, of course, that would railroad you to the bad ending.
Well, actually, does it? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay, not the bad ending, but you lose your crew.
No. Here's why. Here's why I don't think it does. Because when you go to the Reaper, where you would get Legion, that's where you get the Reaper IFF. The attack does not happen until you. Oh wait.
Once you activate him, it activates the IFF.
Oh, in other words, the next time you travel to another thing,
they're taken, and then after that, you have the countdown.
Oh.
That's why they did this, so you can actually have Legion that early, so you can do all the Legion stuff that you couldn't do without being railroaded to the losing your crew.
Why can't they do this? Why can't they actually add this to the game officially? Why can't they do that?
The beauty of PC gaming, though.
You lucky bastard again.
Yep.
You lucky bastard. But yeah, I did the Legion stuff.
No, you can do his mission and everything. That's where you can go for your one mission and then save the crew. You can't take Legion to the other missions.
Yeah, what I do is as soon as I unlock the ability to go to the Reaper, I do all the loyalty stuff I can. I do all the side stuff because immediately, as soon as the Omega 5 Omega relay is available, I just go straight through it.
Yeah, I gotta say, but even with Reeker, the other Quarian, if Legion is with you and say, like, Commander Shepard, there's a guest behind you. He's all right. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love he's ready to blast him right next to you. Like, Commander Shepard, look out.
Well, actually, you technically could just do that if you did all the loyalty ones before you did the last part, and then you did like and then you brought Legion with you. Would that still like
no? Because then you have to do Legion's loyalty mission, which would take one away. Remember, if you want to save everyone, you have to leave immediately.
I thought it was like you can. It's like 3 like levels, and then everyone's dead.
Well, yeah, 3 levels, and everyone's dead. But if you don't go immediately, you do lose some.
Okay.
If you go immediately, you save them all.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the only person who survives is Chakwas.
Okay, that makes sense.
No matter what, she always survives, and she'll hate you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I had one where Chakwas died.
Well, if you don't send someone to follow her.
No, I had one where she was turned to goo.
Oh, then that must have been like the worst possible extreme.
I think what happened in that case is I got there and saved all of the loyalty missions until the end.
Yep, that would have done it.
That's the problem. I'm like, okay, there you go.
That would have done it.
Yeah, exactly. That's my one ding on 2 is that they do railroad you into that last thing if you want.
That's why I love the mod. That's why I love the mod. It opens it up so much.
Yeah, and I do like how like once you launch the mission, there are certain like they make it pretty obvious who you should send on each one. Like who should lead the other team? Okay, Garrus.
Yep.
Who should be an engineer? Tali.
Yep. By the way, I do look up. There's another mod that allows you to do Zahid's loyalty mission, but you can save the people. But then if you get there fast enough, like 5 minutes, under 4 minutes, you actually can get there and then take down the guy he wanted you to take down.
That makes sense.
Which is like, why didn't they do that?
Yeah, I know. You could I guess because they want. Because here's the thing: that's a loyalty mission, but they give you the option to lose the loyalty mission.
Yeah, but you have to have a high Paragon level to be able to do that.
Yeah, and then you get to my other funny part is that after you do Jack's mission, she and Miranda are in a fight, and then and then Joker says, "Take pictures."
I love that. Take pictures.
And it's like you have to like navigate essentially a cat fight.
Yep, that's why I save that until I get high enough on my Paragon.
Yeah, because then you have the option to say, "Okay, both of you, shut up."
Yeah, both of you, shut up. This is what we don't want the Reapers to win. Figure it out after we're done.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever convince Garrus to not kill Sidonis?
Yes, always.
Most of the time, I actually allow him to do it.
I always convince him.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not him.
Yeah. Speaking of Mass Effect 5, will the new game connect to Andromeda? I have no idea. We don't know that.
I doubt it.
It looks like to me it's focused.
Unless some of these Krogan come from Andromeda.
Well, that'll be the only connection because I'm fairly certain it's taking place in like the main universe because you see destroyed mass relays and destroyed Reapers.
But we already know that they were repairing the relays, though.
No, but destroyed Reapers.
Right, destroyed Reapers, yes.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. The DLC that actually scared me a little bit was the Leviathan because it gave me mad Subnautica vibes going underwater that deep. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
and then you come across that like ravine. They just rise up and I go, what do I do?
Yep.
Yeah, but because we also did see in that trailer both galaxies connect. What does that mean, Tevia?
What do you mean by that, Tevia?
Because the trailer really only showed the main universe.
Right.
But yeah, so it's like, so what other so let me let's see. What other Mass Effect things can we talk about with this? NJ says, is it true? I've seen players who have this issue a lot that the last episode of Dispatch is bugged, and even if you totally support Invisigo throughout the game, she'll
Yeah,
nope.
I've heard that is a bug.
Let me put it this way, it's not a bug I encountered.
Well, no, me neither. But there are people who have that as a bug, who if they were too much giving her everything, she just instantly goes to the losing.
Yeah. And basically the trailer had two galaxies in it. It doesn't mean it's the Andromeda galaxy.
It probably is, though, since that's our nearest galaxy.
Yeah, that's true, but we'll see on that. But it's like, man, by the way, we will talk about Dispatch on CLD tomorrow, so
definitely. It'll be a bit later because I have the convention.
Yeah, a bit later, but we'll make it work.
Yep, we'll definitely make it work.
But yeah, so in terms of like the other like things here, I think that what's interesting about like.
Well, actually, let's talk a bit about the shipping.
Oh God, here we go.
Okay,
yes, we should.
For me, like I said, for FemShep, it's always Garrett.
Yep,
you can't have Shepard without Vicarian. I'm sorry, FemShep. It will always be Garrett because it's so wholesome. Yes, it's him and Tali are the ones you don't get sex scenes with, but it doesn't matter. You get romance, but you don't get sex.
Yeah, you get one with. Do you get one with Thane?
Yes.
Oh, really?
In 2.
Interesting.
I will get one with Thane.
The Thane funeral part, particularly if you romance Thane, is like where like she's playing his last note and Shepard's crying.
Mm-hmm.
Tevia says for male Shepards, Talia and Ashley and Liara for me. Yeah, that works.
Tali, hands down.
And NJ, it will be patched for sure. Were there any
I like a lot of
Andromeda
them.
characters you like?
Vera.
Vika? She was my first romance option.
Again, the fact that we're getting a oh geez, I just forgot. I just blanked on the species name. Gareth and her
Turian.
Turian. A Turian that's for either gender.
Yeah, I dig that. That works.
Now, again, I brought this up when we talked about it last time. Where do you stand? What do you see about the theory that she could have been Saren's daughter?
Oh, I love that theory. That's such a great theory.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's like, why was she trying to get away from her father so much? Because they would have left shortly before ME won.
Yeah, like he was already becoming notorious.
So I'm like, okay, that actually works really. I like when, see, that's a headcanon theory that actually works really well.
Yep, and it can be you're just dealing with the daughter of Saren, who again has none of her father in her.
Do we ever find out Vitra's last name?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. That I wonder.
Although I think even if we did, it would have been a case of she might have changed it.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of female Turians, have you guys? Yeah, I do have the Omega DLC. I like her as well. She's just interesting.
Oh, Doy, we should talk about from Omega. The leader.
Aria.
You don't F with her.
I love that. She's such a great character.
And you know what? That's Trinity from Matrix.
And by oftentimes she can act like Trinity from DC. I'm kidding. Only more cool. I love if you drink too much in Mass Effect 3, you'll end up passed out on her couch.
Yep.
And it says, I heard this fan theory that Cora is the Elusive Man's daughter. Cora Harper's daughter of Jack Harper, his real name. Oh,
that is another theory. That is another theory, yes.
I never put that together. That is interesting.
Yeah, and again, would make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that is very interesting. There.
Again, I wish the fact that they had to put the Quarian arc into a novel instead still bothers me.
Yeah, I know. And I get that, like, it was at the point where they didn't want to support the game anymore because it kind of didn't do as well. I get it.
But it still bothers me.
Yeah. Hey, Tavia, why don't you see the Elusive Man having kids?
Yeah, why not?
Why. Oh, so I'm just wondering why. He had a love interest in the comics.
Yeah, and that was part of the reason why I drove him.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see him having a kid before he became obsessed.
Yeah. All right. So how many of the Mass Effect comics have you read?
Not many. At least not in a while. I've actually skimmed them before, but I haven't read them.
So there's one. So there's one that takes place in between 1 and 2. It shows how Cerberus got Shepard's body. Turns out the collectors got it first. No, some pirates got it first and were selling it to the collectors.
That explains a lot.
So Liara teamed up with someone named Miranda Lawson to retrieve it. And she left the body with Cerberus because Cerberus was the only organization that could rebuild Shepard.
Which is exactly what she told Shepard.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only way that worked. And they also show like what happened to her friend and stuff. They filled in a lot
of gaps.
They also show that during the mission where you recruit Garrus while he's on the bridge, he was talking to his father about like, hey, I'm in a bad spot. I'm pinned down. As soon as he scopes in on the N7 like chest plate, he goes, Dad, my odds just got a whole lot better. I'm like, yes, Garrus.
Again. I love Garrus.
He is my favorite Mass Effect character. So much. He's so good.
Again, you can't have Shepard without Vicarian. You can't. And again, that voice of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you always had a friend of the voice you'd go gay for? That's one of them.
Is that yours?
Okay, I'm going to say he, Keith David, and Billy D. Williams.
That's quite an option. But there's also one that shows how Aria lost Omega.
Yep.
And then there's one that what was James doing during the part of Mass Effect 3 when you returned to the Citadel from Mars, but before you left? In other words, what made him decide to join you?
Right, and led to him smashing into the Dr. Baron's body.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, by the way, Edie. Edie and Joker's relationship.
Oh, that was dope. Now you see her slowly grow into a human.
Yep. And of course, I just love it. Like, I shut down all the AC, the life support. That was a joke.
Yeah, I love that. That's good.
I always take her during Citadel when we're getting on board, so we get to the point where she shuts down and goes, I'm okay.
MJ says Elusive Man had a freaking Asari matriarch as a love interest. It's like saying I'm racist, but not that racist. That is so true. Oh my god.
Yeah, but also you have
wait, Robert. You know what that reminds me of? Batman Captain America, where Joker goes, I may be a psychopath, but I'm an American psychopath.
Lunatic. I may be I'm an American lunatic.
Yeah, the fan theory was created when Inquisition had some same planet of stars seen in the night sky of the desert region.
Okay.
What fan theory was okay, here we go. Here he says, I remember there was some fan theory that Mass Effect and Dragon Age coexist with Thetis being on some random planet in Mass Effect universe. I could kind of see that. That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. I could kind of see that too.
Yeah. Who I don't know who Dr. Hadrian is.
Oh, wait. I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. But I know she's important. But
yeah, again, the different DLCs, again, all the different choices, everything you do in the games.
Yeah, eventually it all adds up really well, and like your teammate becomes like your team continually becomes the family. I also like the DLC where you have to save that dude that's been like brainwashed by Cerberus. Oh my gosh. The popular culture literally has 3 Jokers. Oh my god, yes!
Wait. As friendship, have you ever asked Joker why he doesn't romance you?
Why?
No, he said like, well, no, I mean, I follow you in the battle anywhere, but not to my quarters. Well, look, if I had working legs, I'd totally rock your world. I just love that how you can actually play shit back to like, why? Like, all this talk about Edie. What about me?
That is so good. I love that.
Oh, you were talking to, that doctor was the one Jacob leaves.
Oh, you mean who just showed up out of nowhere? Yeah.
Who just happens to also be black, and so it's like, oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't dig that. It's like there are a few. Again, Jacob.
He's one of the few characters I hate.
Jacob got the character assassination treatment for sure.
And the fact is, he railroads you down into no longer having a love interest because you can't go for Gareth and Tali unless you did anything in the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Which that I hate. That's one thing I do hate is that oh, by the way, here's the question: when you're on the Citadel, do you do the push-up or the pull-up contest?
With
Daisy.
That looks familiar. Yeah, I think I do that.
It takes forever because you're trying to get up to 100 to like 100 something.
Oh, really?
Yep. So that's why again there's a mod that skips it.
By the way, breaking news, according to the rap, Robert and I were right. Brainiac is the villain of Superman 2.
Called it.
Of course. Do you like the idea of having a Elusive Man having a son or daughter to take over Cerberus and use the organization for a good cause?
If that goes with the what was her name from Andromeda?
Cora.
No, obviously there's really nothing left of Cerberus to do anything with.
Yeah, Cerberus blew up. If you mean like reform Cerberus and then like maybe turn to good, I don't think so because the organization's like reputation is already as like a huge supremacist group.
Yeah, you can never, not with that rep. No.
It's essentially like saying like, okay, so let's reform the Nazi party and then turn them into an organization for good. You can't do that.
It's so much of a stretch that they did that in Resident Evil with Umbrella.
Yeah, I'm like, no. That Umbrella bioweaponed an entire town.
Yep. Again, they barely.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, I know. That's like saying let's make Hydra the good guys for once.
Hail Hydra.
Oh, you SOB, bro.
Hey, you set me up for it.
I know, I did.
Actually, no, I'd be going, Hail Hydra.
Yeah, I know. And I love where Steve Rogers walking away just smiling as the whole thing happens.
Yep.
Speaking of Mass Effect, I was wondering if you guys are excited for Exodus from BioWare developers. I haven't seen that much from it, so I have no opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of like, now again, let's talk about the new Mass Effect that was revealed, because all we know is that it takes place like centuries after the trilogy. So that's like that's our time.
I can believe Rex still being alive. We already know that
Krogans have a very long
Asari,
lifespan.
and both them and Asari both have that.
Yeah, so and of course Liara was in the original trailer that they eventually showed.
Yeah, so those two I could see being alive. Anyone else? No.
Yeah, everyone else I think is dead. Yeah,
unless they're in stasis.
Unless they're in stasis. Oh, but they'll definitely be a reference.
Well, here's the thing. Now, here's what I would say. If they want to take your choices into account, with the guests and the Quarians, it'll be either a case of they're either remnants that somehow survived and are endangered species, or they're flourishing.
Yeah.
That's how I see they would handle that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like whether or not they're a Geth in the game is like also acknowledging your choice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking they both will exist in the game regardless. It'll just depend on if they're endangered or flourishing.
Yeah, but it's like, here's the thing though. At least with the Geth part, they do kind of give you a definitive answer in 3 if you wipe them out.
I know. I'm saying though, if you want to have some of them still alive, you have it be a handful of them are still alive.
But, and Tabby brings up a good point. Here's the thing, Robert, though. Destroy is clearly the canon ending.
That's true. Again, but we already know there's a distance. You can have some of them that were out of range.
But it's like, isn't everywhere near where there would be near a mass relay?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
there could be some guests could be far enough away.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, they do have that excuse, but that's what I'm really interested in seeing. I want to see how
which ending you pick. That's the other thing. And I'll say this, even if you go with Synthesis ending, I have a feeling that regardless of that, since so many centuries have passed, the people are back to being more human-like.
Yeah, I think that thing eventually will. Yeah, and NJ wants Edie in some form. I mean, they could make it where humanity made another AI named Edie,
or they had a backup.
Yep.
Wait. She said she hated backups.
Oh yeah, okay.
She said she hated it because it wouldn't be her.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Joker convinced her.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, I just really like Joker. Seth Green did such an incredible job.
Yeah, he did. All the voice cast really did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's like,
come on, Keith David.
Yeah, and I don't think that any of the squad mates were really that annoying.
Right, and Emerald Hackett by Lance Henriksen, love him.
Terry says, yeah, I hope that's the case. I really do, because I really want the Get to be alive in the Quarians at peace. Yeah, it's like, that was a B word to get that, like, a choice available where you have, well, luckily, if you import a save from 2, you're good.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It gives you enough of that rep. And if you save all the people and stuff, it gives you it makes it really easy for you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you always save the Quarian Admiral or his crew?
The Admiral.
Yeah, me too.
Always. I feel bad for him, but I have to.
Yeah, it's like the fleet needs him. So it's
The
like
fleet needs him. I'm sorry. His crew have to be sacrificed because at least there he understands why you made the choice. Because like he said later on, like, I didn't realize it was this bad.
that's the interesting thing. And NJ says Joker convincing her to have a backup is very much possible, though he's dead 600 years in the future. Could be. But it's like the thing about Mass Effect that I think it does really well is with those choices is they really make you feel like, am I making the right choice here?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's like either we save one guy, but his saving him will have like effects later on, or we save a bunch of civilians.
Yep. Now, by the way, you know what one of my favorite lines in the whole series is?
What?
From Ashley. Why is it when anyone says, with all due respect, what they really mean is kiss, mate?
Yeah, exactly. I love
I'm not going to finish it, but you know, that is one of my favorite lines because, like, she isn't wrong.
And Tavia says, actually, speaking of those 600 years, apparently given the timeline, Andromeda is still connected. Well, here's the thing. Andromeda is still a Mass Effect game, so of course it's connected.
Remember, Andromeda only did not take place that far in the future.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really that far. I mean, how long did it take for them to travel?
Let me check that. How long after?
I thought it was like 500 to 600 years.
Oh no, it is the same time.
Oh, interesting.
600 years.
Yeah, is Kai Lang overrated or is he actually terrifying?
Overrated.
I think he's overrated, and I love I always do the Renegade option to stab him. Yeah, I love that. I always do that because that is just the sound it makes when you stab him. It's so satisfying.
Like I said, I always treat my here's how I always treat it. My Shepard's a full Paragon 1, slowly becomes, and I don't go full Renegade by 3, but is no longer an idealist.
Well, yeah, because he's been through so much war. It's like eventually I'm gonna see. Okay, eventually, and there are some choices that I feel like even a idealist
kick the guy out the window.
Yeah, throwing a guy out the window, or like stabbing Kai Lang.
Yep, go stabbing Kai Lang.
Because here's the thing: he either kills Thane or Miranda or the counselor.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna stab.
By the way,
him.
like I said before, there is a mod that will have you can have Miranda back in your teammate.
Oh, really?
Oh, and there's one where you can have either Miranda or Jacob in the Kai Lang role.
Make Jacob Kai Lang so we could stab him. That's for breaking up with me, USOB. I know Kai Lang was the most hated character in the franchise. I'm aware.
Because he was forced.
He was very forced, and he killed everyone he cared about. Let me see. Any worse villains you found to be disappointed? Yeah, Kai Lang is disappointed. Kai Lang.
Aside from Kai Lang, not really.
Yeah, not really. The rest of them were good.
Yeah, the rest of them have been really good. Even Benezia, which we'll talk about an entrance.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how she coughed when the camera gets to her rack.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. Or like where Liara mirrored her line where you go, have you faced an Asari commando unit before, Commander Shepard?
One of my favorites is meeting Liara's dad.
You do?
That's the bartender. The bartender Asari.
Where?
In 2 and 3. She's the one that had that kind of gravelly voice,
So she smokes 10 packs a day.
Yeah, like, that one. That's her.
Where? Like on the
No. Well, the Citadel in 3. In 2, it was. Oh, which one was it? It's the one that had all the shopping areas and everything.
2.
Yeah, in 2. I'm talking about where in 2.
The Presidium?
I think so. I think the Presidium.
Yeah. NJ says, I want female characters of all races, like a female Batarian in your squad as a... Nah,
What? Wait. What?
read that. Of all races, well, here's the thing: if there's like this way, if they have a race that's all women, I'm like, I don't think we really need that per se.
That'll be a choice. You can have a choice.
Yeah, you could.
I'd rather have a choice at least, but
yeah, but it's like I mean, I see what you're saying, NJ. I see what you're saying there.
Right, but
actually, it was in 3 you found out Liara's dad was a bartender. Okay,
well, yeah, but they did imply it.
They got severely depleted, Parker.
Oh,
they didn't get wiped out.
Not wiped out, but again, I like you let the guy live in the bring down the colony or whatever.
Yeah, and then he later gives you a war asset because you let him live.
Yep, my fleet is yours, Shepard.
Yeah, I dig that.
A bunch of people thought to die.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was poisoning the metagel.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, with Conrad, they do poke fun. They use him to poke fun at a lot of stuff. Like, he actually will repeat dialogue like you can do. And it's like, Conrad, you already said that. Oh, I like to repeat things. After I go through everything, I like to repeat it. Or
remember the Shepard AI that's on sale, and he goes, and Shepard goes, "Is that really what I sound like?"
Mm-hmm. And then he does actually call out when he said, "Oh, like, why do you have to use the clips? Isn't that like ammo?" It's nothing like ammo. But you got to fire them out, and like, so it's like ammo. You don't know what you're talking about. And then he mentioned he had a wife in the first game. Like, how's your wife? Oh, great. Conrad, you do have a wife, right? If you have a shrine to me, I'm going to be very disappointed. It's tastefully done. Gah! I don't know if that applies to male Shep or not.
That's funny.
But I love a guy. Gah!
That's really funny. I like that. That's hilarious. It's tastefully done. Oh God.
Yeah, because he's still admitting it. Like, it's tastefully done. Gah!
It's Commander Stalker. That's really funny.
Oh, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store of the Citadel.
We will get the Quarians without their suits, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I would say so.
But I just love that. And that's a running gag that even to this day, Mir and Hale still do the I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite whatever on the Citadel.
Yeah, the other thing that I really like is like in the Legendary Edition, they actually like make the tally picture more clear.
But you do know the original one was just taken from something else and just photoshopped.
Yeah, exactly.
People hated that.
Mm-hmm. They actually gave an actual picture.
There's actual mods that allow you to more see her under the suit.
Oh, really?
I like that.
That's cool. Question. Speaking of other races, if Master oversee Commander Shepard in this, no, they said no.
No. Now, if they base it off of the
control ending, maybe
it'll be a cameo.
But it's like, no, I don't think they're gonna go in favor of what like.
Could this tie into Andromeda? It could, since now we double check Andromeda 600 years in the future.
But it depends on what galaxy it takes place in.
Right, but to be fair, you do know Andromeda is our neighboring galaxy.
No, I know, but I know it takes a crap ton of time to get there.
Right.
But yeah, so there's like a lot.
Why it only took that long to get there? Because they were using a different type of travel.
Okay, true. They weren't using a mass relay.
Yeah, that's why it took so long. If they end up using mass relays,
yeah, it could have been instantaneous.
Which I gotta say, I like the mass relays.
Yeah, that's a cool way to do hyperspace. That's actually really cool. Could the Protheans come back? They actually could, because who knows how many of those pods actually had people in them.
And not that many. We know that for sure.
Not that many, though. But in the AI, in the Prothean part, does say that Javik's the last, though.
Well, the last from that particular location.
No, but I thought it said you will be the last warrior.
The last warrior. Because he was saying that when it shut down on them.
Okay, I guess.
Remember, that's what he said at the end of the war, not when he woke up.
Yeah.
Javik should not have been DLC.
Yeah, I know, but I love how much of how Liara is so excited to talk to Javik, and he's a total dick.
Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like what they were going for.
Oh, I never let him read the use the crystal. I tell him no, don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes him want to go off and die. Then.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, if you have him do it, he's given all of the memories and sorrow of his people.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Where if you don't have him do it, he feels ready to keep on living.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Quarians were very beautiful. Although, how much of that is him being sincere, and how much of him was that? I know that was them. I think just telling what they wanted to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And then Javik really should have been a major component. And what's kind of funny?
I always take him to Cessia. I always do.
Yeah, what's kind of funny about the Leviathan DLC? For something that sets up essentially a Reaper killer, it doesn't play into the game that much outside of that DLC.
Well, it's more about giving us an origin and the backstory of the Reapers.
No, but it's like, then one escapes. Or like...
No, they were hiding.
But then they say, we're going to reemerge and help, and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute here.
I think they were only helping by controlling people.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm like, okay.
Well, I will say though, I did like how. Here's the big question: Sovereign or Harbinger? Harbinger. He is the leader, right?
Yeah, of course, he is the leader.
He was the first Reaper, as the Citadel said, as the Catalyst said.
Yeah, exactly. Which was annoying to me because Leviathan should have helped. Yeah, exactly. And then, could they be the antagonists of Mass Effect 3? Remember, they built their empire by force. Oh, you mean the Leviathans? Maybe.
I could see that.
Or even, yeah, exactly. That would be actually really cool in a way to like make this stuff actually work.
Now that the Reapers are gone, they have no reason to hide.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like,
that's why they were hiding, because the Reapers.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, okay, so now we can come back and like take over now. Plus, the galaxy's weakened from the war.
We can finally go back to what remember, none of these Leviathans are the original. These are
she means Protheans. No, because again, they would have to establish that there's like a significant amount of Protheans left. No. The Leviathans, I think, is more likely.
Yeah, I can see the Leviathans doing it.
And maybe the Leviathans, the way the Civil War starts, is the Leviathans are mind-controlling people to increase their aggression.
You know what? That would be really good.
That would be really... Because they mind-control people. It's all set up.
See ya, Pika.
Yeah, I'll see ya, Pika. Harbinger and Sovereign are both great villains, and the fact that we didn't get to fight Harbinger is really... How are you gonna fight Harbinger, though?
But you know what my favorite Reaper line is?
What?
You exist. You exist because we allow it. And you will end because we demand it.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that.
That perfectly sums up the Reapers right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I dig that. I definitely enjoy that.
And the fact that now here's one thing that bothers me about the Human Reaper. Is that what was supposed to look like within the Reaper shell?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is that like inside the ship?
Yeah, because it was weird. Like, this doesn't make sense. That doesn't look like how any of the other Reapers look.
Yeah, because the Reapers just look like squids.
Yeah, so is this what's in the shell?
Or is it like just because it's made of, because that lies the question, is it just based on the race that they rebuild the ships from? Because in that case, it could be just like they look like squids because these are the same Reapers from the Leviathan time.
But that wouldn't make sense because all these were, remember, one Reaper is created with each cycle.
That's true.
So my guess is it's within, like, the shell is, like, they all are based off of the Leviathan, but within each shell, it's the whatever the race is.
So it's like there'll be a Batarian Reaper, and then it's like there's like a Batarian shaped one inside.
Inside the shell.
I could see that. I can see that. That
or
would kinda work.
something like, or something. Because remember, we don't see what's within the shell.
And Tevi says, apparently, from what I read years ago, I think Human Reaper's idea was supposed to. Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the stream, Tavia.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that's interesting, and I'm like, you could definitely go with that. That's kind of cool because I never really like connected that.
By the way, another thing again with the mods, they do add some of Harbinger's dialogue from the multiplayer into when you're charging at him.
Really?
So they at least have him speak.
Yeah, I know. Instead of just shooting beams. Well, one thing for sure, with a lot of dead Reapers across the galaxy, governments will want to abuse. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, here's the thing, there's not going to be any more indoctrination because the Reapers aren't alive to do it.
You can't tell me some organization is not going to find a way to
I know. I'm just saying naturally. I'm just saying naturally being around.
Oh, naturally, no. But like some governments going to study the technology and figure out how to do it.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I'm just saying no. Naturally, being near it is not. You're not going to get indoctrinated. Yeah, there was multiplayer. There was dialogue from Harbinger and everything when you're because you can actually play as some of Harbinger's forces.
Oh, really?
Which are the collectors.
Oh, yeah.
You can play as against the collectors in the multiplayer.
That makes sense.
But yeah, seriously, Mass Effect is still
assuming control.
Assuming control.
I love that. I love that.
We will find human. You have gained. You've changed nothing. You have gained the attention of those your superiors. That what you know is Reaper is your survival through destruction.
I love that. That's so.
I always save that mission for last so I can confront Harbinger as opposed to the thing the controller he's controlling.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Which I gotta say also, I felt bad for that one scientist you were helping out and you realize, oh, she's already been indoctrinated.
Yeah, I know.
It felt like, oh, we were too late before we even got there. Now, I did try to warn the Batarians. I did try.
Mm-hmm.
What were you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they're still innocent civilians.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Would the Asari government? No, most likely it's the humans, honestly.
You know what? What's going to happen to the Asari after what happened? Both from what happened to the world and politically.
Yeah.
They probably lost a lot of respect after the reveal.
Yeah, that's true.
They probably lost so much respect that they were hiding, that they knew all this time
that there was a Prothean like artifact on their planet and stuff.
And they just sat on it.
Yeah, I could see if they rebuild the council, the Asari aren't included on the council.
No, I think they would be, but they're no longer prominent.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, by the way, Odina, I'm torn on him. I actually feel bad. He is, but I get why he felt desperate enough to team up with Cerberus.
Well, yeah, because it's the whole thing about how humankind being like...
They were screwed. They were getting screwed left and right.
Yeah, exactly. Tevis says, speaking of Mass Effect trilogy, which ending or climax do you think is the best? Because for me, it's the suicide mission. Oh, it's best. I enjoyed the suicide mission a lot more because the choices you make in that determine who survives.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I keep bringing up mods, but I gotta do it again. There's a good mod out there. Remember how we heard about the big guy, the one that looked like elephants, the Hagar, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When they mentioned how they wear battle tanks, you actually see that.
Yeah.
So think about that. You actually see them wearing the big armor and guns on their backs.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
You see that? PB from the fact that PB from Andromeda, you find out Elcar. You find out her father is an Elcar.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. That's cool. But I love the way the Hanars speak.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like the
with incredible joy.
Yeah, or like this one is sad.
This one. Yeah, the Hanar were the jellyfish. You stupid jellyfish.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Oh,
or like where the
yeah.
jellyfish is holding a gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where he's like, I'm a specter.
Or it's like yeah, it's like all those commercials. Blasto. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, the Hanar. This one of the enkindlers.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, when it comes to here's the one. Zahid, which is your favorite of the DLC characters in 2? Zahid or Kasumi?
Kasumi.
Yeah, I mean, I love Zahid. Zahid is badass.
Zahid is dope, but the Kasumi loyalty mission is pretty much just James Bond.
Oh, I love that. Like I said, get him talking, and boy, did you deliver.
Yeah, I love that.
Have you ever been able to talk down Saren?
Once.
To convince him to.
Yeah, once. I've done that once. That
I do that
takes
every
a
time.
lot of build up.
Well, really, all you have to do is pick. Why was it? That's the one annoying thing. I did not like how they reused that for the elusive man in 3. It just felt like a wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah. Who do you like more, Anderson or Hackett? Anderson.
Anderson. It's Keith David for it is hard though. It is hard.
It is hard. I like Hackett, but because it's like you're picking between the Arbiter or Bishop
or
Alien.
Bishop. Now, I will say this though. You know what made me lose a little respect for Hackett? If you've done Renegade in 1, he then sends you to do dirty work.
Oh, really?
He manipulates you.
In other words, to clean up. Essentially, he Amanda Wallers you.
He sends you to someone that he expects you to kill, but if you have a high enough Paragon as well, you can actually negotiate, and then he'll say, I didn't expect you to negotiate.
Okay.
You set me to kill. You're not the only one who plays fast and loose.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, that only works if you get that far with your Renegade choices. But like I told you, there's a way to get both.
Yeah, there is. There is.
I told you about that glitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I was going to say, one moment I got to say was, I just forgot now. Liara's mother, when she died, she's like, wait, where's the light? There's supposed to be a light.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad.
Yeah, exactly. Now, in terms of like, all right, what's your favorite, like, what's your favorite mission in the game, period, in the trilogy, period?
Ooh. There's nothing from 1, I can tell you that. Nothing from 1.
Those are like, mine, again, is the suicide mission because also it has the epic ending where like you're running through the ship as it's exploding while you're being taunted.
Yep.
Like, yes.
And then you have Joker actually there like.
Yeah, with the gun, and like he helps you up. He goes, "Yeah, we get." And then Edie's counting down, and Joker's like, "We get it! Shut up!"
I get it, Edie.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I have to say there's that, but also the ambush when you're Joker.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, we have to evade all the collectors. Yeah, that sucks in a good way.
Yeah, you're just like, what the crap?
I'm like, I can't shoot, so what am I supposed to do here? Run.
All right. Oh yes, I love humans on their knees. That was a joke. Edie has to be one of my favorites because of Trisha Helfer's wit.
And I need to say, I love in the Citadel DLC where Trainer is basically saying, "Oh, you overheard me talking about you, Edie." About her voice. I love that. And then she's basically confessing having wet dreams.
I'll be honest, of the additions in 3, she is my second least favorite. My second least favorite. You want to know who my least favorite is?
Who's your least favorite?
The newswoman.
Oh, Diana Aller.
Because she's a IGN caster.
It's clearly a DLC thing.
No, that wasn't a DLC thing.
No, I'm sorry. It's clearly a cameo thing.
And they killed off a great character to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They killed off Emily.
Yeah, exactly.
Emily Wong. They killed off Emily Wong.
Yeah.
I love Dr. Chakwas, and I always will drink with her.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
She is a funny drunk.
Yeah, that's very fun. That's very fun.
Now I'll say this: he might be my least favorite, but I don't kick Allers off the ship. I keep her on.
Mm-hmm. I always keep, because she has such fun. Even though she's like She's like, she doesn't do much. She has some fun like interactions, and plus I do like occasionally the interviews that she'll do after like significant portions of the game.
And you can still sleep with her.
Even though that doesn't change a lot.
Nope. But now I will say this though. Any of the human, you know, like again, that is the one down. Actually, no, let me rephrase that.
Do you know who's my least favorite Mass Effect character? Caden. He's so bland. He's the milquetoast dude.
I hear he gets better in 3.
A little bit, but not much.
All of that why? Now I get why, because the myth matches the character, but the fact that they actually had to be, you can romance him as male Shep, as bro Shep in 3, but obviously because of her character, you could never do that with Ashley and Fem Shep.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she's such a strong Christian, it really
wouldn't work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Her Christian values are way too strong for her to even consider it.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Ashley is the character that I think gets the most unjustified hate in the series.
Yes, he's right.
Dr. Chocolate is literally... Yeah, Alfred! She is literally Alfred! Great job. That's great
right. And as much as I like, what's her name, the other doctor, I can never drop Chocolate. I can never drop her.
No. Do you... I know the answer to this. Do you always cure the genophage?
Yeah, duh.
I'm not going to kill Morden.
Did you have Morden sing? I am the very motto of a modern scientist, Solarian. I don't... Him actually sing. Yeah, if you talk to him in 2, he will sing. And if you, the moment you do that, he will sing before he dies.
Okay.
I am the very motto of a scientist, Solarian. The fact, yeah, he is such a Gilbert and Sullivan fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I think we gotta have to start wrapping up.
I think so too. So we'll start wrapping up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. And as for what other Comics League content you guys can see, I will be on a bunch of shows hopefully this weekend to plug the comic. I'll play the trailer before we go. And
tomorrow,
tomorrow on CLD, all Dispatch. We're going to do a huge conversation. We're going to take it episode by episode of our choices, what we thought they did really well. Team Blonde Blazer, exactly. Why Blonde Blazer's the better love interest. Suck it, Invisigal.
Dude, she'd like that.
Oh. Good one.
She would.
What about you, Robert?
I got Motor. I am still going to be streaming Dispatch later tonight, episode 6, and then I have Motor City Comic Con. I'll be at this whole weekend.
Awesome. So we will see you guys later, and then I'll play the trailer, and then I'll drop the link to Back Athena. Here you go.
My home has been invaded, my people slaughtered, and I could not do anything to stop it. Not again. I will not lose another home, another family. I am Princess Lyra of the planet Centragon, Athena, the goddess of thunder, and this is my story.
All right, so be sure to back Athena, and we will see you guys later. Have a good one. And remember, I'm Jared from Comics League, and Lois is my least favorite character on the Citadel.